been really looking around this building tonight while listening to some really cool stories. And yeah, I'm having like flashbacks, even though I'm only in my mid-40s. A lot of these cool, old, funky nature things were the things I was into as a teenager. And yeah, just grateful to be here. And grateful for all the people and all these places we're talking about, and all these animals that we may see or not see, we may hunt or not hunt, that may engage our sense of adventure and spirit, including cute young ladies on the other side of the pass. You name it, we're all animals, so I just like to start with gratitude. So feeling really grateful to have a moment to share with you tonight. So hopefully the story will be interesting to you. I pretend I don't complain much, but I do. And one of the things I complain about is winter rain. I really hate winter rain. It just is like really disappointing. I grew up in New Jersey, which does have beautiful wildlands, by the way. So diss it all you want. We don't need more people. We're all set. But gorgeous wild lands with cool critters and funky, sketchy places. It's wonderful. And when I moved to New England, I moved to Maine, I really wanted more snow. So whenever we get rain in winter, I kind of get a little pissy. So anyway, this is a story about winter rain. I get to spend a little bit of time out in the field still, not nearly as much as I used to, working with adults, using my dusty old Maine guide's license, getting people excited about wildlife, mostly through the tracking sign they leave behind. I don't guide people on hunts, although I'm a hunter. I like to just keep that to myself so far. But I like to get people excited about the possibility of relationship and connection to wild things, and whatever that may look like. That just may look like wondering. It may be like, what does a fisher look like? Does a fisher really make noise? What would it be like to bump into a moose right now on the edge of this pond? Or, man, I want to eat that. Yeah, whatever it is. So I get to do that about once a month, and so this story comes from my time working with adults I do a wildlife tracking apprenticeship program. So once a month, we're all over New England, and we're trying to best interpret what's happening around us. Whether we're on a coastal island or we're up in Lynx country in northwest Maine, we are doing our best to slow down, take in what's going on around us, and interpret it. Tell a story. It's a lot of fun. I love it. And you never know where you're going to go because we're following the traces of other critters. We're following trails of animals. So this one year, so probably about 8 or 10 years ago, with this group I was working with, and it was our first kind of winter weekend. It was a December weekend in the White Mountains, which is a national forest, which is a public land, so it qualified for this story. And people are really pumped up to see some really cool snow tracks, because that's what a lot of people think of when they think of tracks. They think of snow tracking, which is cool, which is awesome. But as most of you know as hunters and outdoors folk, that most of the year in New England we don't get to see god darn much in terms of tracks. We see scrapes and rubs and digs and scats, and we smell stuff as we're walking by. And we don't see a ton of tracks per se, at least where I live. You live in a beautiful river valley like Connecticut with silts, and you're all set. But I live in a coastal area where the tides trash every good track you can every 12 hours. So we mostly are looking at a sign. So this is a story in the White Mountains, and I've got about a dozen people coming up for the weekend. So, you know, the stakes aren't relatively low in the big picture, but for me it's like, oh my God, it's the one weekend a month, I've got to give them something good. And so me and my colleague, who also is a Dan, we used to work together for about 10 years, we're heading up there. I drop them off to check out this one spot, and then I'm studying the topo maps of this area. I haven't been to a ton yet, around Bartlett, New Hampshire. And it's raining. It's 40 degrees and it's raining, and I'm pretty pissed because there's about that much snow still on the ground, and it's slowly going like this, like this. We're gonna lose the snow. Not happy. I'm complaining in my own little bubble. And I said, well, I just got to go up slope. And I started looking at the map, and I said, I want to go on a south-facing ridge. And I thought maybe this warm rain will stir up some bear activity. You know, a little December, like, crap, bear wakes up at like 1 a.m. kind of factor, and it starts moving around. There's nothing like fresh bear tracks in wet snow in December. Because if you don't expect them, if you're someone who signed up for some program, you don't really know a lot about this, this could be exciting. I look at the bear track on the logo here, a lot of hats, and there's something about a bear track. It's just human enough. It reminds us of our connection. Right? It kind of looks like one of our feet. Often mistaken sometimes for a lot of things. So I thought maybe, just maybe. So I picked this little route. It's December, short day, sun's going down. And I'm like, all right, I got to get up this Forest Service road as fast as possible. So I strip down and I just start running because I like to run in the woods too. And I just start running up this trail and the snow starts to get a little deeper. And I was like, yes, I'm excited. I wasn't really thinking about how unprepared I was, but I didn't care. So I'm just like, go, 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 go. And the snow's getting deeper. The rain is turning to like kind of chunky lump, like little flakes. And I was like, yes, it's snowing up here. I was really excited. But I was like, oh no, it's snowing too much. It's going to cover all the track. Yeah, can't be happy. And I was like, shut up. Just enjoy where you are. So I slipped and fell, of course, on a rock and kind of swearing and stretched out my knee. And at one point I heard, and there's those blue jays that someone else was talking about earlier. And as many hunters know, the blue jays are very interesting critters. They're complicated birds, and they have a lot of language we probably don't even have a clue about, but they also are very smart about telling where things are sneaking. So have you ever been busted when you're in a sneak, right? Anyone here ever been busted? Jays are awful. They hate sneaks. They hate them. And they will bust you almost every time. Unless you have, like, sold your soul to them. Tell me how you do that because I want to know. So anyway, the jays they're doing the sneak call. So I was like, either they're messing with me or something's sneaking away. So I quickly just beeline off the trail without even like thinking. My body goes, and I'm just gone. So I start running this way now, and it drops down, and then it comes up over to this rise. And just before the rise, I drop down instinctively because you don't want to be seen over a hill. So I'm just down and waiting. I start crawling over the hill, but I'm not smart. They're way smarter. And there's this young bear looking back over his shoulder at me. And he's going, I say he, but I don't really know yet. And the jays are going, I was like, oh. And I started to drop down here. So. Yeah, little bear, so excited. I love little bears. They're so cool. So fascinating. They're like teenage humans. Fascinating, right? That's one way to describe them. I have a few of my own. It's best to consider them fascinating or else you might go crazy. So I was like, okay, 15 minutes. Let me give this guy some space. I don't know. You know, honestly, I don't know what his story is. I don't want to assume that my agenda is more important than its agenda. You know, I'm not out to hunt this animal, so I don't want to stress this animal more than necessary. And I want to come back the next day to take people on this animal's trail. So I give it 15 minutes. And sure enough, in the tracks, I could see where he busted into a lope from his nice little walk. I could just see it. You know, you can see it in your eye. And there's this little loping bear. And then he gets down back to a walk. And he starts digging and scratching. He's digging up acorns. Yes, there's those oaks I was hoping for on that south-facing ridge. And he's just feeding on acorns. And he's walking along. And then I was like, okay, this is enough. So I leave. I just zip out and go. 12, whatever hours later, I've got a group of about 8 people. And we do the same trek up the trail. We come to this spot. And they're all way into this stuff by now. It's a few months in, so they're all just like, oh, cool. You know, pretty much anything we say they're going to be excited about, which is great. And when it's this, it's hard not to be excited. So we start trailing this bear in pure silence. Because I didn't quite tell them he's probably really far off, because I just wanted to see how much we could pay attention. And how much we could be in our senses as opposed to in our little minds and our stories. And blah, 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 blah. So we're just silently along this bear trail going and going. And people are just like, taking pictures and sketching little things and kind of whispering, what do you think's going on there? What's the bear doing there? And we're just so in this bear story. And it's just so awesome to be in this bear story. And we go up to this spot where this bear had clearly been here before, because now we see an old set of tracks that it crosses. And this old set of tracks is coming the other way, and it's coming out of this little thicket of mostly red spruce, a little balsam fir, that are all pulled down. And he's got this little lame bed. It's kind of like a bear bed, not quite, finally, not like a den. Like, this is just a young guy, he doesn't quite know. It's like my kid never makes his bed. He never quite changes his sheets. It's like that. You know, and clearly he's been bedding there, and there's old bear scats that are kind of frozen with ice on them, and they're all over the place. And so we're poking at scats because we're a bunch of turd fondlers as trackers. We want to know everything that animal ate. Oh yeah, and where did it come from, and when, and all this kind of bullshit. So we're doing that, and then I was like, let's keep going, because you know the story tells you the trail. So they want to just analyze every track. And I was like, let's get some distance on the story. The sun is now starting, like, this is hours. This is awesome. The sun's going down. So we keep going on this guy's trail. And I think it's a guy, but I haven't said anything yet. Younger male bears tend to disperse a lot earlier than females because it's a patriarchal or matriarchal society, and the females tend to stay closer and their relationships are closer. So the young males tend to disperse a lot further. And he just had that feeling of a loner and a disperser, and also kind of clueless, but not really. He knew what he was doing. And we see where he goes up to these big trees that are marked by big bears, and he's making his little baby bear marks, which are really sweet. He's kind of like biting and he's rubbing, and he's kind of reaching back and scratching, and he's kind of getting those incisors on there. And we're checking them all out. People are measuring them because we're a bunch of nature nerds. And we follow this guy for 4 or 5 hours. Stop, have a little lunch and a fire on his trail. It's getting bitter cold. Wind switched on us. People are like damp and cold and wet and miserable, but they don't know because they're so happy because they stumbled into the story of the bear, you know. And then all of a sudden they're eating and they're telling stories like it happened 20 years ago. It's like the high school. Remember when we found the trail way back there? You know, and it's this big, beautiful space. And as we zoom out and look at the map, this bear could go for 200 kilometers in a straight line without hitting a road from where we were. This bear could not see another person till the spring or later. This bear could be anywhere. It could be right by us, and we just don't know. But we make this little connection. And I'd like to think about nature connection as a process of, if those people that day never had really trailed a bear, didn't really know a lot about a bear, they had this little piece of spider strand between the bear and themselves. And as that day went on, it went to like dental floss, and then it went to parachute cord, and then it went to some climbing rope, and then it went to like serious shipping rope on a big container ship. And there was like they had this story with these layers. And to me, when you have big open spaces, you have opportunities to develop strong roots of connection to nature that change the way we think and the way we interact with the natural world. And so I'm really grateful for that bear that day because it helped form a strong connection with me and the bears. And that to me is what nature connection is all about.